right, guys, I'm back. It's September 21st, and I got 4 players that I absolutely love for us to incorporate into some player props. Before we do, let's recap yesterday. You sucked. Oh, man, what a piece of crap parlay. Thanks for nothing to Altuve, 5 at-bats, and what the hell you do? A goose egg. Alvarez, I mean, you got 5 plate appearances. I got walked once, but the other 4 times, what's the excuse? Oh, man. Only the 3rd time all season, basically. We do these basically every single day, these hit parlays. And only the 3rd time I've ever, all season long, not hit on either one. Like I told you, there's 4 players I have for today that I absolutely love. Hint, hint. Look what you're looking at the screen right there. That's 2 of the 4. So maybe like, oh, shit, I can't do that again. But it's college football. I have 2 videos out. You might want to check out the college football best bet video and then the outright underdog video. I think there's a great opportunity there if you want a little change of pace away from these 2. But I also do have 2 other players, MLB players, to record a hit that I like. Let's get right to it. All right, like always, hit that like button. Don't put something in the comments if you don't want to. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you probably never will. All right, let's move on. All right, first matchup, Mookie Betts going up against Cal Quantrill. And when you look at the pitch usage percentage of Cal Quantrill, he loves throwing that sinker. He throws it about 39% of the time, and you suck at it. A 357 batting average given up. Oh, I absolutely love this opportunity, especially because Mookie Betts, what has he done all season long? Gets the sinker, only crush it at a 400. Show him some of that pitch all day long and see what happens. Moving on to the next pitch. Okay, you're getting a little better. A lot better, actually. A 194 batting average given up on his split finger. Throws about 29% of the time, but it doesn't matter. Mookie Betts crushes it at a 455 rate. So let's see what happens with this pitch. I think advantage Mookie Betts. I don't know. Moving on to the next pitch. Maybe not a good advantage in terms of Betts. If he sees this pitch, he will see it. The curveball. He only throws it about 17% of the time. Commands it relatively well, a 222 batting average, and Mookie Betts is like, geez. Do you close your eyes and swing? I don't know. An 0.71 batting average for Mookie Betts. The only pitch he's deficient on that he will be seeing today. Because when you move on to the 4th pitch, about 15% of the time, the cutter, Quantrill throws, a 310 batting average against. Again, you're not very good at it. And you know who's good at it? Mookie Betts, a 421 batting average versus the cutter all season long. Ballpark Pal has this listed as an extreme advantage for Betts, which is interesting because he only represents the worst 24 percentile of possible matchups for Cal Quantrill. So I've seen times where a medium advantage and it's the worst 18%. So that one's a little weird there. So moving on. Mookie Betts has recorded at least 1 hit in 19 of his last 24 games. So that's a real hot streak late in the season. You don't really see that. That's nothing special, during the course of the, majority of the season, but considering late in the season, that's pretty good. An average 242 batting average in the last 14 days versus right-handed pitchers. His barrel rate has been low all season long. ISO rate is low, but that just measures power. We only need you to get a single, so I think there's a great opportunity for him to record a hit. The only ball, like I said, concerns me is that curveball, because he just, like I said, I don't know, he just doesn't hit it well, but he just destroys the other 3 pitches. So consider Mookie Betts just to record a hit in your little hit parlay. All right, next up, this guy, geez, I can't forget yesterday. But Yordan Alvarez against Reed Detmers. And when you look at Detmers' pitch usage percentage, he throws about 3 pitches. Okay, so maybe you can get a hit this day. Today, Alvarez, you only have to contend with 3 pitches. Easier to decipher which one's coming at you. So fingers crossed. 52% of the time, Detmers throws the 4-seam fastball, and he controls it really well. A 161 batting average. That's pretty good, especially when he throws half of them. That's a little concerning, considering I already have very little faith in Alvarez after last night. But Alvarez is hitting the 4-seam fastball at a 333 rate on the season. Moving on to the next pitch, it gets a little better here, okay? 34% of the time he throws a slider. Detmers commands it not very well. A 289 batting average. given up on that pitch, and Alvarez crushes the slider all season long at a 400 rate. And then the third pitch, only 14% of the time, the curveball. Throw this a little bit more than you normally do. A 364 batting average given up. That sucks. So keep throwing that, baby, because Alvarez has a good chance to hit that as he crushes the curve at a 300 rate all season long. When you look, Ballpark Pal has this rated as an extreme advantage for Yordan Alvarez. He represents the worst 1 percentile of possible matchups for Reed Detmers. After not hitting last night, you've recorded at least one hit in just 18 of the last 26 games. So it's not horrible. There's plenty of players that I wanted to consider today. And when I looked, I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. I don't remember, but it was like only 8 hits and 20. It was like a guy I would never have believed he was on such a cold streak. So 18 out of 26, like I said, this late in the season is hot. Okay. Relatively speaking, I guess. So a 409 batting average versus left-handed pitchers. So he's hot against left-handed pitchers in the last 14 days. Barrel rate that's in the good range. ISO rate that's in the elite range. Just get a hit for us. It's all we ever want, man. So consider Yordan Alvarez in your little hit parlay. And then there's the other guy. Jose Altuve. Same pitcher, same game, okay? Pitch usage or the pitch arsenal changes up a little bit when it comes to Reed Detmers when he's throwing to a right-handed batter versus a left-handed batter. Altuve is a right-handed batter. So Reed Detmers throws the four-seam fastball about 44% of the time, and he doesn't command it very well. A 277 batting average given up. Love the opportunity when Altuve sees this pitch because he's crushing the four-seam fastball at a 333 rate on the season. Next pitch, 21% of the time, the changeup. Oh, you're not very good at this one either. You're getting worse. A 314 batting average given up by Reed Detmers. And, Altuve's even better at this one. So he's crushing the changeup at a 387 rate all season long. The third pitch, 20% of the time, the slider. Okay, you're good at one of them. Just one, Reed Detmers. A 182 batting average given up. But Altuve is getting better at every single pitch. A 400 rate, he hits the slider on the season. And then the third pitch, or the fourth pitch, which you'll see 15% of the time, potentially. The curveball, your worst one. You might want to just not throw this one. But then again, I don't want to give you any pointers. I'm trying to get a hit here. Reed Detmers, a 333 batting average given up. Real horrible. Altuve, a decent 286 batting average on this pitch right. Ballpark Pal has this listed as an extreme advantage for Altuve. He also represents the worst 1 percentile matchups for Reed Detmers, just like the situation with Yordan Alvarez. Altuve has recorded at least one hit in 10 of his last 14 games. A 600 batting average, you believe it, versus left-handed pitchers. He went 0 for 5 against, I don't know. He went 0 for 3 versus yesterday's pitcher who was a left-handed pitcher. So I don't know here. 600 batting average last 14 days, except for last night. It's not part of it. So it probably got knocked down a little bit, but not much. It's still up there. Barrel low. ISO rate is in the elite range, but, just get us a hit. That's all we want, man. So consider Jose Altuve in your little hit parlay. All right, I said I had a fourth player, and I do. I just don't have the slide made up because I just feel like it might be a big waste of time. The name is someone, he just had an amazing day the other day. I don't know. 6 for 6, was he? I don't know. Hit how many home runs? 3 of them, and stole how many bases, and set a record for 50-50 club, which he's the only one in it, I guess. 50 steals, 50 home runs in a season. If you don't know who it is yet, I don't know. Shohei Ohtani. I don't think his odds are going to be reasonable to put in a parlay. So that's why I didn't put a slide up. I'll just quickly go over. He's going up against Quantrill. An at-bat history of 6 at-bats, 4 hits. Excuse me. No, he's never faced him. I'm messing up on this sheet here. But I do. Let me see here. Let me make sure I'm not looking at Freddie Freeman's number, who I ultimately didn't go with. That's what I got messed up with. So here we go. Ohtani versus Quantrill. Quantrill throws 4 pitches. Sinker, split finger cutter, and curveball. Ohtani's just destroying every single one of them. a 372 batting average versus a sinker, a 379 batting average versus a split finger, a 264. Okay, against the cutter, it's still okay. And then the curveball, Ohtani, a 421 batting average. I think his odds might be too high. I don't know. I have to see what he did yesterday. Did they not let him hit because of what he did to get it out of the system already? I'm afraid they may not let him hit in today's game. I don't know, but I'm just going based on, the numbers and the matchup. With it, you never can really play all the other games, whether they're going to want to pitch to him or not. It's tough. So, like I said, there you go. Ohtani, consider him or not. Altuve, Alvarez, and Mookie Betts, my 4 players to consider and building a little hit parlay. So that's about it. I absolutely love every single one of you guys, and I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.